Hi, everybody. Another thing I don't see enough of in portfolios and is just commonly missing from a lot of design conversations when I'm talking to people about the work that they're working on and what's driving them is the business impact of the product or experience that they're working on. And what do I mean by that? As designers, we are taught to often think about how we are crafting that product and experience for the end user, and we can say, oh, we made this app, for example, to engage people in this certain way, and it achieved this end result for them, this sort of utility, or it made them feel this way, or it helped them this way, and that's awesome, that's fantastic. But 9 times out of 10, or maybe 10 times out of 10, you're hired by a company to actually build that thing. And so what I don't hear is people talking about the impact that their work had for the company that hired them. They hired you for some strategic reason to help drive their business. So what you want to be able to say is, here's an app or an experience I did in my portfolio. It's super awesome. We created this great end user experience that did all these things. And we also helped, the company that hired us, we helped them, drive more engagement to their company, or brought X amount of dollars to, the bottom line, or gain so much market share. Like, you might not actually have all those numbers, and you can't, but you should at least be able to speak to how your design was driven by both those sets of decisions. So it's just, I almost never see it in portfolios. I don't hear people talk about it, but it is really one half of the equation of what your design work is doing. You're trying to create this great, awesome thing for the end user, but you're also trying to help this company at the same time, and that's not a bad thing. And both those things are being taken into account when they're driving your design decisions. So if you can't talk about that in your portfolio, it kind of sounds like you're missing almost half of the story. So find some way to get that in there. It's super important, and it's not too hard to do. Like I said, if you can't get specific numbers about what actually happened for the company with what you did, try to think about the strategic value of why they were hiring you in the first place, and weave that into the narrative of your project. So we can say, we tried to create this great end user experience, and we wanted to, make their customer base bigger. You might not have the information of what actually happened, but at least you're talking about it from both vantage points.